What's up, everybody? Good morning. Sun came up today. Hour later than normal, but it came up. Actually, excuse me. Hour earlier than normal, even. Just to remind us all that the sun does, in fact, come out tomorrow. Tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there will be sun. LSU got the crap kicked out of them last night. Guessing by now you know that. As expected, Drew does not sleep in. I've just been kind of hanging out for about an hour. You know, just hanging out and all that stuff. I guess I'll go ahead and share this video. Maybe you might want to do that too. Invite others to come commiserate. Kyle Gallo, good morning. Sam Dixon, Nick Torina, good morning. Tom Brouillard, good morning. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all just ask questions, I guess. Brad Jean. Joshua Crisp, good morning. Chris Crochet. Chris, how you feeling better? No, Chris, I'm not feeling better. I don't mind losing. Like, teams lose games. It happens. Like, on a given day, you can go out and the other team is allowed to make plays and be good. Like, the good athletes and make plays and beat you. Like, that happens. The most, like, depressing thing about that is you're not even close to them. At any position, you're not even close. You're not close to them. Anywhere. All the talk about free Devin White like that was going to make a lick of difference. I mean, my goodness. You can't protect, you can't throw, you can't catch, you can't run, you can't tackle, you can't cover. Not their guys, anyway. So, just keep playing for, 9-3, a really special year when you go 9-3, or maybe 10-2. Albertsons, but I mean, until LSU overhauls their program, man, they're done playing for championships, or until Saban leaves, because until you do something drastically different offensively, you're not going to beat them. You're not. You can't keep doing what you're doing and try to beat them. That's embarrassing, man. Blake said, I barely remember the game. I guess that's a good thing. Jeb said, Matt, can you run our offense? No, Jeb, I can't. But you know what I would do? I'd go over to Houston today, to the University of Houston, and I would get Kendall Briles and bring him in tomorrow and make him my offensive coordinator. I would modernize my offense. I would give all of these freak show athletes an offense that can score 60 a game like Alabama has, because it's the only damn thing that can beat them. Didn't we learn that? Hugh Freeze did it. Gus Malzahn, when he's had the right athletes on the offensive line and at running back, did it. Beat Alabama by double digits last year. Lloyd Prophet, good morning. Mark Bayard, good morning to the Saints on yet. No, you know the crappiest part about that, Mark? We got to wait till 3 o'clock. They wait all day. They're not even playing the noon game today. So we got to wallow in this for another 3 hours. Cole, good morning. Sam, good morning. Cole, Sam said one of these days we're going to beat those guys. Not soon. Not any day soon. Because guess what? Tua's back next year. All those guys are back next year, and you got to go to their place. You ain't winning it next year either. Lee said, Matt, we should fire Ensminger. He's a bad OC. He's not a bad OC. He just can't beat them. Rodney, Mike, Kenneth, good morning. Bruce, Missy Martin, what time the Saints? Saints are at 3:20, Missy. I can't wait. Jason McKenzie, what's up? Craig said, Cardell Thomas tweet, did you see it? I saw it, Craig. And God bless the kid. I love his attitude. And it does go to show you the difference that of a pink. What do you want, sweetheart? Tell Daddy. Use your words. Elma Ducks, okay. Elma Ducks. Elma Ducks, there you go. For those that missed it, Cardell Thomas, the offensive line, 5-star offensive line commit from Southern Lab, tweeted last night after the game, like I'm putting it out there right now, my 4 years, we're never losing to Alabama. This ends tonight, sort of thing. And I love it, man. That's what you want. You want guys like that, and it goes to show you that recruits have a different approach on the game. A lot of people worry, a game like that, a recruit's going to leave. It's kind of the opposite. Guys will say, "I'm the missing piece," but the reality is, man, for 8 years now, recruits have been saying, "I'm the missing piece," and no, you're not. LSU's got talent. Like, maybe Bama has more talent than LSU. Not 29-0. Not you can't score a point in your own building. It's baloney, bro. Just garbage. It's garbage, man. Shelby, Joseph, Scott, Kyle Johnstone, Chris Tremblay, good morning. Mark, good morning. Ryan Blanchard, Matt, does Ensminger finish? Yeah, come on, man. Does he finish the season? Of course, come on, man. But tell you this much, man. Ogeron's got to take a really hard look at it, because the truth is, man, Steve's done some good stuff this year. I like some of the tempo they've run. They've been more multiple. There are good things that LSU's done on offense this year. This offense is not beating Alabama, though. It's not. This offense is not beating Alabama. And that's not a bold statement. Like, that's 2 times in a row that Steve Ensminger has called plays for you against Alabama in your stadium, and you've scored a grand total of 0 points in those 2 games. Like, that's not me being a hater or a nega tiger or any of the stupid crap that people say about me. That's reality staring you in the face. And you can try to ignore it, but you keep ignoring it, you're going to keep getting shut out in your building. Albertsons. Or Calandros. How about Calandros? We went there yesterday, didn't we?
Bye.
By what? By Grammy?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Market.
Mama what?
From market.
Oh, Fresh Market. Okay. Craig Savoy, good morning. Scott Rodri, little brother gets his ass kicked again. Yep. Bro, you know what's the biggest shame of all with all that? The last 48 hours were so great, man. The build up, the hype, the people were, golly, man. Fans were so on point for this game. The excitement around the game. People showed up for game day. People were there on campus early. Crowd was loud at the beginning. Everything was there. Everything was there. Every intangible ancillary thing was so lined up perfectly. And LSU went out there and got bull rushed all day on the offensive line. Someone tweeted me during the game, "Hey, would you put in Miles Brennan?" I was like, "Are you crazy?" Hey, Joe Burrow's getting swallowed whole. They might have literally severed Miles Brennan at the waist. They'd have killed that kid. That's what you want to do? Put in a kid that hadn't taken a snap all year and put him in against that defense? Oh, God. Christian said I didn't even watch the second half of the game. Oh, man. Catherine Doré, good morning. See, that's one. So someone said that if you can't block, what does it matter? You know what, man? This is why. I'll go back and I'll think about Ole Miss scoring 40 in Tuscaloosa. You think they had an offensive line full of future NFL first rounders? They had one. They had Laramie Tunsil at left tackle. That's it. That's it. Against a team that made the playoff. Do you think the reason Drew Brees has only been sacked 9 times this year is because the Saints have the greatest offensive line ever? It's been a revolving door on the offensive line in New Orleans all these years, and Brees doesn't get touched because he's the best ever at getting rid of the football and working the short and intermediate passing game to negate a rush. Joe Burrow last night doing 5-step drops. Every time he hit his 5th foot, he was enveloped by Quentin Williams. Kidding me? And the answer was quick slant? Just throw a quick slant? Bama figured that out after one series, man. They hit Clyde on a slant in the first series. Everyone, or Jefferson and everyone after that, man, hands in the air, knocking the ball down. Almost get it picked. That's your answer? How about a bubble screen? How about a bootleg? How about some misdirection? Like, make those big, gigantic guys run. You realize the best play you had all night was a busted play when Burrow's running for his life and he dumps it to Clyde in the left flat and he goes whoop, 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 and gets 30 yards. Because, wait for this buzzword, you put an athlete in space. What a novel freaking concept. A fast, shifty guy out in the open field with a linebacker trying to tackle him. How do you think that's going to go? Kenneth Poirier, good morning. Mark Bayard. When Breeze retires, can we pay Sean Payton to be our coach? Hell no, bro. Sean Payton's going to be a GM somewhere. Trivia said all Coach O is Les Miles 2.0. We coming and we backing down. I don't think they back down. That's not good enough, man. Ryan Broussard, Lacey Williamson, good morning. Tim Sonier, run Swamp King, run. I told Jordy last night at Whiskey and Wine, I said, man, Swamp King should listen to Lady Moscona. We should run. He said he got slain. Greg Savoy, we got Palmer at the line of scrimmage start to finish, no doubt. 325 yards in the first half. Oh, my God. LSU had 12 rushing yards last night, bro. LSU had 12 rushing yards. Stephen Beach, Lauren Anderson, Ryan Rhodes, Ryan Shilecki, good morning. Carlos Molina, good morning. You know what? Boudreaux might be a good idea this morning.
Mama.
Make you a Bloody Mary.
Mama car.
Mama car.
Mama car.
Mama car or Mama car?
Depot.
Mama takes you to Home Depot. Do you want to say hi? Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. Drew, come say hi to everybody. Hi. He said, hi. And went to go watch Elmo Ducks. My goodness. Man, like I said, I could handle people losing, man. I can handle losing. Losing happens, man. In Florida, you go on the road, you play a talented team in their building, turn the ball over a couple times, they had a good game plan. You can tip your cap to some people. You can lose, man. Losing, it happens. Like, it does. LSU's got one perfect season since 1958, man. That 2011 season. And then they lost it. But you're going to lose game. It happens. But you're not even competitive against the team you're trying to beat, the standard by which you measure everything you do, and you're not even competitive in your own building? God, dog. I mean, you gotta take a serious look at what you're doing, man. All the Tell the Truth Monday and 2 for Tuesday and all that crap. That sounds nice and all. Come on, man. Hey, bro, it's a Tell the Truth Monday. It's a 2 for Tuesday and a wonderful Wednesday. And then it's a free beer Friday.
Mommy.
That's what we need.
Mommy.
I learned that from the great Pete Carroll. Well, you ain't Pete Carroll, Hoss. Pete Carroll never got his ass beat like that. Gross. Gross. It's a thankful Thursday. Thank God here, bro. JT Taylor said not only Ensminger, they need to take a long look at Moffitt. Bro, I don't think Tommy Moffitt's a problem, bro. They got guys that are fit, that are in shape, that hold up during games. That ain't the problem, man. The problem is you got manhandled at the line of scrimmage, and your play caller did not compensate. That's the problem. I mean, the reality is there is no team in college football that has the talent Alabama does. None. So everybody's saying it's just a talent thing. No, it's not. LSU's the closest thing to Alabama in talent. I mean, I watched Arkansas put up 31 on that team, and people are like, oh, it's all against their third and fourth strings. Did you notice last night in the fourth quarter, Quentin Williams was still out there? They don't have third and fourth stringers. That's the thing about this Alabama defense. For the first time in forever, they're not deep. Frontline guys are really good. Arkansas scored in the first quarter and then was on the 1 yard line about to make it a 21-14 game and fumbled. Arkansas's poo, but you know what Arkansas has? A creative play caller in Chad Morris. A modern offense. And wait till Chad Morris starts to get his players there, it's going to look like Hugh Freeze at Ole Miss. Because if you don't have the athletes to go head-to-head and move bodies, you scheme advantages. Man, LSU don't have that, bro. But boy, they spent all that money bringing in all those analysts, bro, because you know what? Ed Ogeron was embarrassed last year when he saw Alabama's game plan. He was embarrassed because they just had such an advantage. So he got all these analysts to scheme up a game plan to scout Alabama. And so you only lost by 4 touchdowns. Imagine if we didn't have those analysts. It might have been 100 touchdowns. Thank God for those analysts. Yeah, it is Elmo Ducks. So glad for all them analysts, bro. Can you imagine how bad it would have been without the analysts? Would LSU have given up 70 in Tiger Stadium without their analysts? Would the 12 rushing yards have been negative 12 rushing yards without all those analysts scheming up a game plan? What y'all talking about, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? No, but I'm a nega Tiger. You drive me nuts, bro. Is Elmo Ducks on, baby? Daddy will show you. That is Elmo Ducks. That is Elmo Ducks. What you talking about? Mana. Hope those analysts are hard at work today. Getting ready for Arkansas. Arkansas scored 31 on Alabama. You better get ready. If Arkansas scored 31 on Alabama, they may score 1 million on LSU. Get them analysts to work today, dog. Bro, you held Alabama 3 touchdowns below its average and still lost by 4 touchdowns. I'm gonna vomit. Embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. Paul Sampson, Patrick Hall, Cody Labarth, good morning. Kyle said it hurts watching get our butts whipped year after year. We're the only team that did not score against them this year. How is that possible? Bruh, ULL scored 14 points. And in fairness, you did have a chip shot field goal and Cole Tracy missed. Man, when it rains, it pours. Cole's been as good as you've had all year. And he missed last night. He missed a chip shot. So, that sucks. I mean, you could have had 3, you know. So, at least you wouldn't have got shut out in your building again. But Ryan Scott, do you think it impacts Emory's decision? No. Talked about this a million times, man. Recruits look at things differently. They look at it like, is there playing time available? Oh, you can't be Bama. I'll be the guy to come in and help, create that legacy sort of thing. They just look at it differently than fans do. But that's true. Someone just posted like Louisiana boys beating Louisiana team, something along those lines. Just scroll past. So true, man. Isaiah Buggs, Dylan Moses, Devontae Smith. Savion Smith, Pat Surtain. I mean, he's not at Louisiana, but we all know the stories there. I mean, your guy, man, your people beating you. Bunch of ring chasers, dog. Instead of creating legacy, you go join the parade. Freaking Kevin Durant's what those guys are. I'd begrudging him, man. Got a great opportunity, go get it, you get it, man. But that's all you're Kevin Durant. You're a ring chaser. Instead of creating legacy by beating them, you go join them. Those kid Kevin Durant got no time for you. Steve Scott said, "Step up the sorrow game, bro. Get some Jaeger." No way, dude. No Jaeger, dude. Coffee is fine for me, man. Coffee, and I'll go to church here in a little while. And then I'll spend the day with my family and watch the Saints beat the crap out of the Rams. Someone says it's bad enough to make O move Steve back to tight ends coach. We'll see. I mean, you got 3 games left. Let's see what happens. Craig Pullman, where do we fall in the rankings? Just randomly guessing 12. Let me look at the polls. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I've been pretty spot on this all year, by the way. And the reason isn't because I'm smart. It's because I know the psychology of voters, who are the most predictable group of dopes in a big echo chamber that I'll just do what everybody else is doing. So they'll move behind. So Notre Dame will go to 3, Michigan will go to 4, Georgia will go to 5, Oklahoma goes to 6. Did Washington State win last night? I went to bed. Ohio State will move up. LSU will go to 10. They'll move unless they move. West Virginia is probably going to leap up. LSU is either going to be 11 or 12, depending on what they do with Central Florida. LSU will be 11 or 12, depending on what they do with Central Florida. If they're ahead of Central Florida, they'll be 11. If they're behind Central Florida, they'll be 12. Book it. Book it. Book it, book it, book it, book it, book it. Book it, book it, book it, book it, book it, book it, book it. O needs analyst because he's never been any kind of coordinator. I'm not begrudging analysts, man. Saban's got analysts. He's just better than you. Morning, Scone, Erg. Hey, Deborah Todd, good morning. We all feel that way. Peekaboo. Peeboo. Wishing for offense Wednesday. Oh, my God. Dude. Told y'all Russ Mitchell was in town. He had some friends from Copenhagen, Denmark. A friend of his and his 2 sons. Their first ever football game. They came in Friday, went to dinner at Rufino's. They went and saw the campus. Awesome. Tailgated all day yesterday. Got pictures. Got like a mascot head on. Kids taking pictures with the LSU cheerleaders. They're drinking beers. There's like that coffin at the tailgate. Like, they went and lived it up. I mean, 7 hours of just awesome. Like, first ever football experience. And they got to see LSU tailgating and pregame at its apex. And then the game started. And it's like, ugh. Ugh. Oh, really? This is football? Kirk Taylor. Morning, Scone. Turn the page. Got the battle for the boot next week. Kirk Taylor, you can take that boot and throw it in the river for all I care. Melt it down into gold, take the cash, and buy everybody new Nikes. I don't give a crap about that boot. I don't care about the Arkansas game. You got 3 games left. You should win them all. My feeling is they're going to find a way to lose at least one of them. Probably A&M. Let's see about Arkansas this week. It's going to be 11 a.m. We'll find out today for sure, but it's going to be 11 a.m. Arkansas's played every home game this year at 11 a.m. So now after getting your head kicked in by Alabama, you get to go on the road at 11 a.m. in a cold environment to play a team nobody cares about. That's going to be sky high to kick your face in. Good luck. Irv Smith, that's another one. Charlie, Irv Smith was a huge miss. That's another one, bro, from New Orleans. See, this is all right. So here's this comment said, "I don't get it how do teams like Ole Miss score against Alabama." Like this is the problem, okay? Because LSU has recruited great talent that has been its crutch. When you recruit Leonard Fournette, you don't feel like you have to be creative because you can put 2 tight ends in, turn around, give the ball to Leonard Fournette 28 times or Darius Geis and let him run for 200 yards. You play great defense and that's all you need. Against that team, it's not good enough. So, you got to do something different. Ole Miss never gets a Leonard Fournette or a Darius Geis. Hugh Freeze recruited some receivers, had some good quarterbacks too. Chad Kelly's a good college. Chad Kelly threw 4,000 yards. I mean, he had Laquan Treadwell. I mean, they had some guys, man, catching the ball. Recruit some guys on defense too. But when you go tempo and you spread it out and it's timing and it's rhythm and you make those 320-pound defensive linemen run sideline to sideline instead of just annihilate your 275-pound center and swallow your immobile quarterback all night, I mean, it ain't that hard to figure out. I mean, it's watch, like, I'm going to say a bad word here because y'all are going to hate me for this. Watch Tom Herman's Texas team. Sam Ellinger. Shotgun. Snap. Immediately roll. Timing route. On the out. 7 yards. LSU couldn't buy 7 yards last night, man. Just how creative are you? Can you move? Can you make them guess and run instead of just... Anyway. Val, good morning. Cheryl said, "It's okay, guys. We have a great school, wonderful kids. We'll be okay. I'm sad, but this too shall pass." Cheryl, I love your optimism. And it will. You're right, all that stuff. But 8 years of losing to that school. I mean, and again, it's Kentucky losing to Florida for 30 years is understandable because Kentucky will never recruit at the level Florida does. Ever. LSU losing to Alabama like this is inexcusable. As good as Bama is, you recruit well enough to beat them on a given night. I'm not saying you got to beat them every year, but every 8 years? And it's not like that you're losing. You're not competitive. It's not like you lost last night 31-28 where they put a drive together and kicked a walk-off. I mean, you had 12 rushing yards. You're not competitive. Like, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and realize what you are doing and have been doing for a decade does not work against this team, it's maddening. Oh, they announced Arkansas, 6:30 p.m. No kidding. They're going to play a night game? Wow. Why would they take this 7-day hold, or the 6-day hold, and put it at 6:30 at night after a loss? Huh. I want to go to California now. Brett Dietrich, when we learned Russ was an LSU, my head exploded. He's just honest, bro. It's the thing a lot of y'all don't understand about me. Like, you can love something, but be honest about it. Jason Bourgeois. Yeah, okay, all y'all tell me 6:30. Yeah, goes to show you, man. Game ended, I did whiskey and wine, I went to bed, I woke up, and I started doing this. Alright. Okay, like, literally everybody posted at 6:30. Like, 100 of you posted 6:30. Tony said, until we overhaul the offensive staff, we're screwed. Mickey Joseph is so bad, supposed to be a good recruiter, but who does he get for us? That's true. We know he can't coach, which is why we brought Sullivan in. That's true. Running back coach so-so and doesn't recruit well. Hey, man, Tommy Robinson was supposed to be a recruiting ace. That's why you brought him. And that you're right, that didn't work. Same, Mickey Joseph was supposed to recruit New Orleans. And, I mean, you're right. All that's fair. Trampus Mark, good morning. Kyle Harper, Matt, why was our big coaching move just promoting people on staff? Because it's in the binder, bro. Blake Middleton, good morning. Matt Boyles, the wild man, Tyler D, good morning. Let's see. Hey, Dina DePaula, good morning. Stephen Beach, depressing Sunday. Hey, we're all alive, Stephen. It could be worse. Terrell Coleman, how about don't sign offensive line any days? I don't know what that means. Sorry, Ben. Bama Clemson rematch for the Big Chalupa? Probably. Probably. And Clemson's going to have a freshman quarterback who will score against Alabama. And a running back from Jennings, Louisiana. Matt, you keep hinting we need new coaches, so who do we bring in? Not hinting anything, bro. I'd already said first thing I would do is I would go to the University of Houston. I would get Kendall Briles and say, "Come be my offensive coordinator." Pay him $1.5 million, $2 million, whatever you got to. Go pay Kendall Briles to be your offensive coordinator, and have the rest of the coaching staff get the hell away from him and just say, "Here, go run my offense." The problem was you tried to do that with an explosive guy a year ago, and the head coach and the offensive coordinator didn't mix. I will be curious what they do, but judging by Ed's comments last night, which said we just got annihilated on the line of scrimmage, yada yada, my concern is he's just going to think, oh, all I got to do is go recruit better. But the best team LSU ever had was 2011. They couldn't cross midfield against Alabama. And it's all about recruiting, man. I mean, you got to have good players, but LSU got plenty of good players. They had enough players not to get shut out in their own building in consecutive years, or consecutive times in Baton Rouge. Charles Rees, where are all of the "you're a hater" comments and Tom Herman is bad, but always better people? I don't know, Charles. No, I don't know. Dax Jeter, good morning. See, Mike had high hopes, but no great expectations on the game. Bruce, is it too early to start drinking to wash away the previous night? Get you some, bro. Get you some Boudreaux. Mix you a Bloody Mary, margarita. Get it, y'all. Rupert said, "Don't cry, Matt." I ain't crying, bro. Albertsons. I ain't crying, man. Just exceedingly disappointed, man.
Wow.
Tired of watching LSU lose those guys, and it's just not going to change, man, because they just keep doing the same thing. It just ain't going to change. People wonder, like I've said, I'm not picking LSU to beat Alabama again until they do. That last night's why. Because it just rinse and repeat. It's the same thing every year, y'all. It's the same thing every year. I mean, hi. What are you doing over there? What? Fresh Market. You love going there, don't you? Did you like going to Calandro's yesterday? They have Boudreaux. Oh, you want to see? Okay, I'm sorry. You want to see the screen. Hang on. Nope. Let me make sure we're eating. Hold on. Wait. Fresh Market. There you go, bud. What are you doing? What? Why are you sitting on the floor? Hey, Drew? What are you doing? What? Huh? Bye. Manamana. That's not Manamana. You got your Saint shirt on, dude? Okay. I don't know what you're saying, dude. At least Drew's in a good mood. Anyway. Seth, Roll Tide, start Miles Brennan. First of all, Seth, Miles Brennan is M-Y-L-E-S. M-I-L-E-S is the former coach. Second of all, no. Miles Brennan would have got split in half like a toothpick, man. Anybody who thinks that's the answer? God, dog. Fresh Market. Oh, Daddy's pen's on the ground. I wonder who put that there. Can you come see Daddy? I love you. Oh, I love you, little boy. I love you. You want to say hi to Mommy's sleeping? Do you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Hi. Can you please not grab my shirt? Hi. Say hi, everybody. I love you. Hey, nobody wants to see a fussy face, huh? Be sweet to everybody this morning. You be sweet. I love you. We're not gonna be a fuzzy face, okay? Everybody's watching. They want to hear us. Okay, that's it. You can go watch Elma Ducks. See you later. See you. See you. See you. Kirk's at Scone. I don't think we committed to the run at all. Kirk, they had 12 yards rushing. They couldn't run. The adjusted run was half a yard a carry. Come on, bruh. What do you mean commit to the run? What are you what are you talking about? Commit to the run. Commit to the run? 12 yards. 12. Commit to the run? What are you talking about? I'm gonna check the window. Am I in an alternate universe? No, that's my house. It's my neighborhood. Commit to the run. Did we watch the same game? Where LSU had a 3rd and 2 on the best drive of the game? And they give the ball to Nick Brissett and Quentin Williams beat a double team? And swallowed Nick Brissett in the backfield? I think he digested him and pooped him out on the field. You want to commit to the run? Oh, bro. Tim said, how much those analysts make? I could use a raise. I think they make like... Bush Jones makes $35,000. But he makes a ton on his buyout. Okay, Elma Ducks has buyout from Tennessee. I don't know, 75, 100, something like that. I think they announced those when they were hired. It wasn't anything, wasn't anything enormous. Kyle said, how toxic is Hugh Freeze? Ed don't like Hugh. That's the problem, man. Hugh Freeze would have come to Baton Rouge. I think Hugh Freeze would love to get back in. I mean, he's going to coach in that AAFL, league. But Ed don't like Hugh Freeze. Coach? Is that funny? Did you say coach? Drew said coach. Anthony, Frankie, good morning. Jeb said, we'll have to decide if he wants to keep his job, has to evolve. Surely Panamsky can communicate that to him, right? Come on, bro. I love Derek, but Derek. No, come on, man. That ain't his role. Coach. You saying coach? Are you going to be the coach? Huh? Are you going to be the coach? Attach. You should be the coach, Drew. Coach. Coach Drew.
Bye, Coach.
Bye, Coach. Bye, Coach. Kenny Davis, Morgan Miller. What's up, Morgan? Did you get to watch that game last night, bro? Or what time would it be? What time would it be in South Africa? You get to watch Facebook? That's cool. That's my brother-in-law. He's deployed in South Africa right now. I didn't know he got to watch Facebook. That's cool. Let's see. Jason Dowies, what's up, man? Frankie Schmidt, Craig Savoy, Lucian Atuso, good morning. Mark Bayard, Drew and Robert asked to buy a vowel and O for offense. Drew have Robert asked to buy a vowel. Oh, man. Chase Chabot, good morning. If y'all would hit the share button if you haven't done it yet, I'd appreciate it. Of course, Boudreaux's Bloody Mary mix, Margarita mix. And morningscone.com daily email. My email didn't come on Saturday, and the one today was like a lot of old stuff, so I'm going to check on it. If anybody who's getting the daily email, if you've had any issues, please let me know. If you've had any issues, morningscone.com daily email, morningscone.com to sign up. It's free. Links and all kind of good stuff in there. Lance Richard, getting no C that runs 21st century offense. Yeah. Clint said, sounds to me like Coach O is going to recruit some offensive linemen, say we're ready, then get smoked again. Austin Baca, Joseph Roy, good morning, y'all. Even if we would have scored something, I'd be okay. Get shut up makes it hard. I agree. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, you did miss. I mean, Cole Tracy missed a field goal for the first time in forever. So you had a shot to score. And then late in the game, you had another shot. Was LSU's last possession, interception in the end zone. Last player, Clyde, had that beautiful catch and run on the screen. Threw about a 9-yarder to Terrace Marshall. D. Anderson had a long catch for a first down. Then he threw the pick. I got all these notes I charted and everything. None of them even matters. Nobody cares. How about Grant Delpit getting called for targeting at the beginning of the game? Can you imagine if they hadn't overturned that? Oh, can you imagine? Stadium would have come unglued, bro. But people have asked, why that wasn't target or why, And then there was a play with Dylan Moses who hit Justin Jefferson over the middle. The reason it's not targeting on those two, the reason the Dylan Moses play wasn't targeting is the same reason the Delpit one wasn't targeting. If you have a receiver trying to move the ball upfield, he's not defenseless. Coach. That's so funny. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. Hey, where you going, Coach? Somebody's fired up today. Anyway. Like, the play where Delpit hit Ruggs. I mean, Ruggs was trying to get in the end zone. Like, he's not a defenseless receiver. He's a player making a football move trying to get into the end zone. And the same thing on the Dylan Moses hit on Jefferson. And Jefferson was at midfield he was spinning out of the tackle trying to get upfield, man. I mean, you're not defenseless in that moment. You're a runner. So the thing with the Devin White play is that Devin White hit a quarterback in the act of throwing. That's a defenseless player by definition. Anyway. Albasan. Okay, you can watch it. What? Albasan. Let's see. JT, this is why I hate some people brag about how many players LSU has playing in the NFL. I agree with you, JT. I agree with you. That's fantastic, man. Like, I'm happy for a guy like Russell Shepard, who has found his niche and he's stuck in the NFL, and that's awesome. Didn't win anything at LSU. You know, Odell and Jarvis have been great pros. They were fun to watch at LSU. They didn't win anything. I'm with you, man. It's true. You got a lot of players in the NFL, and what have you done with it? Keep getting shut out by Alabama. EJ said, "Good morning, Matt. That was embarrassing, and I love hearing you preach the truth." You are the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. But you know what, man? The reality is, I know, because I do this. I'm on Twitter a lot. I get emails from everybody. The overwhelming the 10% of the audience that thinks that I'm just a hater and that I hate LSU and all that. That's a minute percent of the audience, man. I get, like, the reason my show's had success is because I'm honest. I mean, it's just really what it is. Just, you may not always agree with me, but you know I'm never going to BS you. And sometimes you got to call a spade, man. And it's one of those times. Like, that's embarrassing, man. You had 2 weeks to prepare, and you could not score a point in your own building. Jam behind door number 2, we have basketball. Kyle said, Ed don't like you. Ed don't like modern offense. Wonder if Ed likes the unemployment line. What if they had ejected Delpit? I thought there was going to be a riot. Might have been. Ben Clark. I know Catholic put 50 on Sandoval, but at least we scored points. It's true, bro. There's just no excuse for LSU getting shut out, man, ever. There's just no excuse. You got too many good players to get shut out in your own building. No excuse for it, man. Say what y'all want about Matt Canada. At least he scored there last year. Needed a Wildcat play to do it. Had some open deep balls, missed them. Anyway. But we coming, y'all. We ain't backing down. All right, we coming. Yeah, you coming. You coming to get your face beaten in your own building is what you are. We coming. You ain't coming for nothing, bro. A joke. 12 rushing yards in your own building. Quarterback got sacked 5 times. 3-step drop, and he's getting swallowed up. We coming. Get the hell out of here. You're regressing is what you are. Game started at 3. Let's see. This is Morgan is in South Africa. Let's see. Game started at 3 a.m. Caught highlights. Oh dang! Scroll past. Caught highlights. We're 9 hours ahead. We have a pretty slow internet here, but it works enough to see Drew. Oh, that's cool, man. Glad you're doing well over there, dude. Let this sink in. Our 2 best quarterbacks in the last decade are transfers from Georgia and Ohio State. We've recruited no one worth a hoot. It's true, bro. And then you got another one from Purdue. LSU, we all know that, bro. LSU can't recruit quarterbacks. You know what? Neither can Auburn. Last time Auburn recruited a quarterback, I mean, Stidham was a Baylor guy. Cam Newton was a transfer, started at Florida. Even Nick Marshall started at Georgia. Same thing with Auburn. They got no quarterbacks either. The last time they recruited a quarterback from high school that became a good player, it's like Jason Campbell. Been a long time, bro. Let's see. You know, so that's the interesting. So that's the interesting conversation. As got Kyle said. Sorry, the comment scrolled past. I'm sorry, but it said something like, you know, we've exceeded the expectations for the season. God dog it. Sorry, it scrolled past. So you're right. Okay, so yes. As of now, by the way. I mean, you still got 3 more games, two road conference games. So talk to me. Talk to me that first weekend of December. Let me know how you're feeling.
The itsy spider.
The itsy spider, the itsy bitsy spider. But like that's the problem though. It's like, so yes, you've exceeded expectations at this point. But is this what you're content to be? A team that comes into the season projected to win 7, and let's say you get to 9 and you've exceeded expectations. Is that the program you want to be? Because if that's the program you want to be, then you're Iowa. Or do you want to be the program that comes into every season ranked in the top 5, and it's let's see if you can go win a slobber knocker with Bama and get into the playoff. And if not, your consolation as an 11-1, 10-2 team is going to be the New Year's 6. Like, is that what you want? Or do you want to be a team or do you want to be Iowa? You know, so the whole we exceeded expectations, great. You're at LSU, the expectation should never be that low. That's the problem. But when you lose to Troy and Mississippi State and you blow the bowl game to Notre Dame and you have turnover and you don't have a quarterback and you don't have a kicker and then you fire your offensive coordinator after 1 year. Like that's the reason expectations were where they were coming into this year. Is that what you want? You want to be the overachiever? He's behind the curtain playing the guitar. Beep, beep, beep. 1, 2, 3. That's beautiful music, Drew. Can you strum? Soft. Can you strum? Very good. Very good, Drew. That's beautiful music. Unlike the parent on American Idol telling their kid that they make beautiful music. I guess we can make an exception for Drew. What? You never know what he's doing in there. Oh, watch. Hey, Drew. What's up, dude? Got him. I'm returning. Hey, you want to see Drew? Do you want to see Elma Ducks?
Elma Duck.